Hey guys, what's going on? Stump, how you doing tonight?
Welcome to another G-Town All-Star vlog, and G, I'm staring you right in the eyes right now. How do you like that, G?
Woo! All right.
Right.
Hey, we got such good reviews on this. We've had 27 views on YouTube.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's blowing up, man. It's
Awesome.
amazing. So, yeah, I think most of the views come from people and sisters I've sent and said, "Hey, look what we're doing with our league. You should do it with yours."
I didn't even know you put it on YouTube, so none of those are for me.
Exactly. Hey,
Legit.
we're legit. So we're just going to do this quickly. We went 24 minutes, 23 minutes last time?
26, I think, bro. I think we were 26.
All
Gotta
right.
cut it in half.
Yeah, we're gonna get away from the sermon delivery method. Long introduction, really hook them to your body, and then powerful illustrations and metaphors to stir the emotions. We're not doing that. We're diving right in. Let's go. Power rankings. What do you see with number 10, Pauly Micro Wang?
Yeah. We don't need to spend a whole lot of time on cleats. Do you see what we were going to do is a reason for optimism and a reason to be spooked, but when you're starting down at number 10, a consistent bottom tier team, there's not a whole lot of reason for optimism.
Yeah, no, I see zero reasons for optimism and ton of concern. All right.
Yeah, there's basically no path forward to the playoffs for cleats. Sorry, cleats.
Okay, G. What do you see?
When you change your team name, you know things have gotten bad.
We've had two guys do that this week.
Yeah, dire straits. Yeah, when we were looking at Mark Ingram, Eddie Lacy, and Doug Martin, that looked pretty formidable to start the year. Sorry, G. It's been a rough year. Mark Ingram, that was a disaster.
Wow.
Negative. Yeah. I guess maybe Doug Martin coming back healthy. The receivers aren't terrible if Diggs keeps going. I don't know.
Yeah. I got very little reason for optimism, and here's why. I actually wanted to make a trade with G. And I spent like 15 minutes looking at the squad, and I'm like, it doesn't matter where I trade, I'm not getting an upgrade anywhere.
There's guys that I'm fine with, I don't dislike. I just am not convinced that they'll be consistent enough.
Calvin Benjamin, love him.
Right.
I like him better than Cooks or Landry.
Right. Delaney Walker is the only guy on that squad that I want. All right, G, maybe I'll be making you an offer for Delaney Walker. We'll see.
All right, Coog.
Okay, Coog at 8. But I will say, Coog, after having a monster week last week, he's got 5 weeks out of the last 6 under 1,500. So there's work.
Reasons for optimism, I'm going to give you a couple. The most non-threatening names in the backfield, Spencer Ware, Jay Ajayi, and Duke Johnson. Who would have guessed that would be one of the strongest backfields come week 9? But with Jamal going on IR, Ware's value's hot right now.
Yep, that's a legit 1-2 punch.
Totally. Where else do you see optimism?
I mean, AJ Green has been a beast this year. Golden Tate, we'll see. He had a couple good weeks in there. I don't know if he's reliable. What do you think of the Alshon for DeAndre Hopkins trade?
I think it's like trading a piece of crap for a turd.
All right, we just called it a piece of crap, 2 different things. But yeah,
exactly.
I totally understand both sides. I think if I was choosing one side there, I'm probably taking Jeffrey just with Cutler coming back. They have some chemistry that Osweiler and Hopkins don't seem to have, even though Hopkins is a better player.
Yeah.
Coog's got some hopes to make the playoffs, though. That record, if he has a big week this week, he could have a record-wise be in the playoffs. So Coog's knocking on the door.
All right, see Big Daddy Hawk. Reason for optimism. He goes as A-Rod and Jordy go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, completely agree.
So there's a reason for optimism in the sense that A-Rod's actually looked – the Green Bay Packers offense has looked kind of normal again the last few weeks.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Rodgers averaging over 500 the last 2 weeks.
That's all.
Forte, 2 good weeks in a row now. Jonathan Stewart had a good week.
Yep.
That's a spooky backfield, but You never know.
Where he's, I guess where I lose optimism real quick is Mohamed Sanu as your number 2. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Sanu.
Yeah, I've ridden that guy a few times and it's never paid dividends for me. So
He does have Julian Edelman on a bye. Tevin Coleman, if he gets healthy, that's another reason for optimism.
yeah,
That team is another sneaky playoff. He's a little behind the 8 ball, but getting 2 wins this week, he can get 2 more this coming week.
yep.
He's in business again. So
All right. Now this is where another name change this week. How the mighty have fallen, aka the Rev Verge. Wow, the mighty have fallen. We love this roster. I still like it, but what do we see? What do we hate about it first?
I mean, at this point, Russell's very concerning. Are the legs going to come back at all this year? If they don't, I mean, you're talking like 30 yards a game roughly. That's 60 fantasy points in our league, with not even counting rushing touchdowns from him.
Yeah,
That's a pretty significant blow. And then obviously his legs help extend and create plays in the passing game. So he's losing a ton of value there. Antonio Brown without Big Ben, although he might be coming back here pretty soon. And he hasn't been quite the same. On paper, it looked a lot better. Only David Johnson has truly lived up to the hype. T.Y. Hilton has been actually pretty solid too, barring this last week where he left early with injury. But
I mean, the fact he's playing Chris Ivory right now, that is
the mighty have legitimately fallen.
dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Terrell Pryor, though, I like Terrell Pryor.
Terrell
Pryor is pretty solid. So Verge is not out of contention, but he also could be out of the playoffs if he doesn't turn it around here pretty soon. This is a crucial week for him.
All right, the Stiz Hawks. Reason for concern.
Well, mostly just injuries at this point. Maybe I'm sure everybody's dealing with injuries. I just feel like, boy, I could list off a whole bunch. Right when guys get going, too, Randall Cobb and LaShawn McCoy.
Yep.
Those ones hurt this week. Then there's a lot of Rawls and Michael. I need somebody to step forward there. Rawls is going to be back soon.
Yep.
That needs to shake itself out. And then Stafford, not quite consistent enough. He's had some monster weeks, but he was under 300 this week, so I ain't going to win a title if he's doing that.
And I would say one recent concern would be not just Stafford, but Marvin Jones.
Yeah.
He went from, WR1 lock to, he might be benchable.
Right now, he's playing Minnesota this week, and I don't have him in the starting lineup at the moment.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's wide receiver 2/3 right now. It'd be nice if they got clicking again. But
reason for optimism, I think, guys are going to get healthy, and LaShawn's just been insane when he's healthy. That's right. That's the piece of your team I like the most is your RB1.
And then Dez coming back and looking really good.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. So that was nice to see as well.
You're definitely you're not in trouble for the playoffs at all. You're going to make the playoffs. The question is this roster going to be clicking come fantasy playoff time? And I'm not convinced.
I've got a ways to go, no doubt about it. The pieces are there, but there's a lot of questions that need to be answered in the positive for that to happen.
All right, Woodcocks.
All right, let me pull up the Woodcocks team here. Gosh dang it.
Holy cow. Okay. Wow. This roster, I actually love it right now. At this point in the season, on paper, holy cow. I love the backs, DeMarco and Devontae.
I was going to say, C.J. Anderson was a blessing in disguise, that injury, because Booker was getting almost a 50-50. It was about a 60-40, and neither of them were, really doing well.
Yeah.
And now get one of them out of the picture, and Booker can take over. That's actually a helpful thing right there. DeMarco is now battling a toe injury, which makes him a little spooky, but so far so good with DeMarco. He's been just really good every week. So Odell, not a model of consistency at all. Allen Robinson, still a train wreck. Emmanuel Sanders is a respectable flex. He's still it feels like maybe one guy away, but Brady might make up for that in and of himself.
I agree. Yep. Okay. Number 3.
It's you. Is it you?
It's the boss. Yep.
Foz is trending in the right direction. Foz is on the upswing. Let's see here. Getting Gurley back. Hey, good work on the bye week. Dropping well over 16. Pushing 17?
Yeah, 1693.
Yeah, that's with all those buys, that's impressive. Evans, Landry, Cooks, Le'Veon, Gurley, we'll see, Breeze. That's deep, rock solid. You got some key handcuffs. There's not a ton of – you got some key guys on the bench, but you also got a few scrubs on there too.
Yeah, I agree.
Eifert, he looked really good.
He looked
awesome. Yeah, that would be a really nice development for you.
My biggest question is, which starter do I bench? Landry, Jamison Crowder, or Cooks, or West?
Yeah, I was going to say, are you playing Terrence West this week? He's in there right now, huh?
He's in there, but I might just say screw it and go Cooks. Just Breeze to Cooks sounds so tasty against the Niners.
Oh, that Niners D, man. Watch out.
So
you're poised for a nice second half, Fosby.
I hope I make the playoffs. That's all I'm trying to do at this point.
I'd be shocked if you didn't. I know the record puts you in a little bit of danger, but.
All right, number 2, Healer.
Healer. Good work, Healer. Ezekiel Elliott's just been wow.
Wow.
You gotta eat some crow right now, Moffitt.
Oh, someone dropped him on me in my other league, and I was so pissed that night. Keels, and I was like, dang it, Keels, you don't even know what you're doing. And I wanted Lamar Miller, and anyway, I think I told you this last week. I actually called Keels, and I'm like, dude, thank you, man. This has been great.
Yeah, I remember some pretty strong message board material about how he won't finish in the top 10. He's going to be a complete bust.
Yeah.
Wow. So Healer's living large there. We'll see what happens with Carlos Hyde coming back. Gronk is this flat beast. Matt Ryan has been the top fantasy quarterback outside of Brady, but he's been doing it all year. The depth is pretty ugly. If you look at that bench, it's actually quite ugly. But that starting lineup, Theo Riddick in there, he's another guy like Melvin Gordon or Devontae Booker where injury has really played a key role. He'd be splitting with Abdullah and probably not usable. And now he's a really solid flex. So Healer's deep. If Baldwin and Brandon Marshall get it done at receiver. But really, when I look at that squad, I think of Gronk as receiver 1, and then you're like Marshall receiver 2, and Baldwin as your tight end. And I love it when I look at it that way. So,
amen.
Healer could run this thing, dude. He could do that.
I agree. Number 1, the Schwab.
Dude, just steady Schwab.
Yep. Not much to say other than, holy crap, he started Jameis Winston and still produced. Wow.
Nah, he didn't last week, I don't think. But did he? Or did he start
Dak? Jameis, yeah. Dak was on his bench. I think he's just toying with the league a little bit. He's kind of just – I think he sets his lineup at like 9:45 on Sunday and just kind of sits in bed and giggles. Thinks these idiots. I don't know what to say about the Schwab.
This team is really deep, though. You got a lot of usable guys on the bench. He's fighting through some buys this week, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But Roethlisberger coming back is going to be the make or break for him. If Roethlisberger is back to where he can pull 400 and 500-point weeks, then Schwab's going to be a strong contender. If he's having to go Jameis all the way through the playoffs, Julio, I think I put this in the power rankings, but the dude has had like 3 games at 64 or less this year.
Wow.
Yeah, he's been so feast or famine. And that could be a little
– one game of 300 yards.
Yeah, right. And he's got a 600-point week. So overall, it looks great. But come playoff time, you'd like to see a little more consistency there. So that's interesting to watch as we move forward. But
all right,
I think he's earned that 1 seed.
Let's hit our scoreboard here. Let's do our picks here. First matchup of the week is father-son matchup. Big Daddy versus Foz. Who do you got?
All right. Let me see. These two. This is actually a pretty interesting one. I'm going to go with you, Fosby. I think some of those matchups, Breeze, San Francisco, that one especially, it's going to be a pretty close matchup. I think both teams, I'm going to call right now, both teams are going to get at least one win. The winner's going to go 2-0, the loser's going to go 1-1. But I'm going to go with you to get the 2.
Yep, I'm with you. Although I hate picking against Big Pop, and I hate picking for myself because there's something about picking for yourself where it's just like the fantasy gods are like, "I'll screw you, I'll show you, buddy." But I think I got.
Last week I tried to pick against myself, and then I dropped 11.95. So
Yeah,
that doesn't work either.
You can't mess with the fantasy gods. Apparently, it's like the Princess Bride. I know which one you put the thing in, so I'm gonna pick that one. But you knew I was gonna pick that one, so I'm gonna pick. It doesn't matter which one you pick, man. You're screwed.
Where are we going next? Schwab versus G. Let's go there.
Sorry, G. I don't got any love for you. It's over, man. You get beat. You're going to 0-2. Next. We got no commentary even. All right. Next.
I don't think I have the guts to pick G in this one, but I almost want to. This could be the sneaky upset of the week, but no, I can't do it. I'm going with the Schwab.
Yeah, Schwab. That's two of us going Schwab. Okay, next one is Frederick versus Stiz Hawks. Now, Frederick has 5 guys in his lineup right now on bye. Now, I got to give him credit. He's been actually setting his lineup. So
I can't wait till he doesn't do it this week.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say Frederick sets his lineup.
Okay.
And gets beat with a full lineup. But what I would love more is if he didn't set his lineup and he beat you. That would be great.
Yeah, I think I got some tough matchups. Stafford against Minnesota, especially, and Frank Gore against Green Bay's top rush defense. But that's a lot of bias he's got to overcome when he's got a crappy roster to start with. I'm taking myself.
All right. How the Mighty Have Fallen versus the Coug.
Crucial matchup.
Huge.
This is a monster. Now, Coug had some issues here, having all of his quarterbacks be on bye the same week after some trades. So we're going to have to watch who Coug grabs off waivers. This could be interesting. I'm calling Verge, even starting Latavius Murray against Denver and Chris Ivory against Kansas City. He's going to get off a schneid, and Verge is going to eke out a close and ugly victory.
I'm going Coug. I think Jay Ajayi gets his third 200-yard game in a row.
Okay, wow.
I think Jay Ajayi. I think I offer Todd Gurley for Jay Ajayi 1 week from today, and Coug says, "Heck no, Gurley's worthless." He rides those big old dreads right to the playoffs. The mighty have fallen, and they will fall again. Coug gets it done.
I like that prediction. Good work. I think that's your Ezekiel Elliott prediction, though.
All right, I love the healer E-Dub
matchup of the week right here.
The brothers going out. It's like the best matchup ever.
We got no Gronk, no Brady. So there's some big questions here. There's some fill-ins and crucial spots on both teams. Projections are almost a dead heat right now, but that's with no tight end for healer. Whew. This one I've been looking at for quite a while. And I'm going to go if Carlos Hyde plays, I'm going healer. If Carlos Hyde is out, I'm going to go Wood. That's where it hinges for me.
It seems like healer – I have to go to our historian's website, but it seems like healer always beats Wood.
Is it like the Schwab and me?
I think so.
Schwab always beats me.
And so I'm going to say E-Dub undoes the curse.
Okay.
I think he puts himself as a legitimate upper echelon team, elite. I think Allen Robinson goes nuts. I think he gets 4 catches for 60 yards, goes crazy.
Maybe even a touchdown.
Yeah. No, Allen Robinson, I'm going to call it. He's going 250 fantasy points this week. Yeah. And Woodcock's become the force to be reckoned with in the league, I think.
Okay. I like it. We actually have some different opinions on this one, so
Yep.
that's good. Last week we were identical, so.
Yeah, it was too easy last week. Too many buys. All right. Final thoughts. Go ahead and into the weekend.
I'm just excited to see the Coug Verge and the Woodcocks Healer matchups. I think those two are going to have some strong playoff implications. Can Verge get this season turned around, because that record is starting to creep down into spooky territory for the amount of talent on that team.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I'm going to call here right now. Le'Veon Bell scores a touchdown.
He hasn't scored yet, has he?
And he goes for 400 fantasy points. This is the weekend.
Okay.
That's
I like
my
it.
bold prediction.
All right, boys.
All right.
Vlog number 2 in the books.
Yep. Find it, like it, share it. Blast your friends, your family. Send it to your mama, for crying out loud.
Let's get 30 views on YouTube.
We want 30 views. G-Town. G-Town. All right.
See you next time, fellas.
See ya.